Hello, I am Brtaeva Жанара Кусмановна. I am an English teacher in gymnasium school number 7. I was born in Russia, but currently I live in Khamtau, Kazakhstan. I was taught by the best teachers of school number 4 in Khamtau with in-depth study of the English language. Then I entered the Zhubanov's University, studied, and like all people received a diploma. After graduation, I worked as an English teacher at the school where I graduated. For me, these were the first steps into my professional activity, probably the most difficult and at the same time the brightest stage in my life. My family is my support, my beloved, my children and husband. Thanks to my mother, I ended up in this profession. Until the 11th grade, I dreamed of becoming a translator. Probably many people dreamed of this in childhood. I imagined myself as an important, elegant woman with glasses and dressed in a formal office style. But my mother's choice was above all for me. Then she didn't explain to me why we were submitting documents to the pedagogical university. She always saw my craving for learning foreign languages and love for children. She then saw something that I didn't see, and so I'm an English teacher. I consider my first open lesson to be my first achievement. Along with already experienced teachers, I volunteered to conduct demonstrations open lesson with my children from the 3rd grade. After these lesson, teachers from other schools began to recognize me, and the administrator, of course, began to demand even more from me. In general, as a novice teacher, they didn't let me down, for which I am still grateful to them. Then my students took prizes in competitions and projects, but the main achievement that I strive for year after year and every September I start with a clean slate is to instill in children a love of learning the English language. Apart from work, all people have a hobby, something they can do in their free time. So I am also no different from others. My hobby is my work, my children, my lessons where we play, where we turn boring grammar into an exciting quest. I always advise my children to choose a profession that they will get ready for every morning with pleasure. I am not vain but an active person. Therefore, I take part in competitions, seminars, and experience exchange events. I believe that this contributes to professional growth and gives impetus to further creative development. And participation in this competition is an important stage for me, for my career. This is a good opportunity to prove yourself as a teacher, as a person, and an opportunity to express yourself. I will conduct my open lesson in 3rd grade using the Smiles book on the topic clothes. The topic is very interesting. Children will really like it. The work will be individual and group, and interactive technologies will be used on the lesson. Now I am teach students from the 3rd to 10th grade, and we use programs such as Kahoot, Word While, Conquer, Learning Apps, Joytaker on the lessons. I use these programs in my teaching to download assignments from these websites, and I create my own, with the goal of enhancing students' proficiency in the English language, achieving help results in learning and teaching, and fostering students' critical thinking skills. I aim to develop assignments that contribute to the improvement of my own professional competence. Every teacher should strive not only to process knowledge, but also to excel in their field. Thanks for your attention, dear colleagues.